Nigeria has lost at least 612 people to flooding. 1.4 million people are displaced, over 3,000 injured. And the Nigerian Red Cross Society is trying to raise 10 billion naira to support flood victims. Well, joining us now is Benson Agbo. He's the Director of Disaster Management at the Nigerian Red Cross Society. Thank you so much for joining us on the news tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Well, before we go into the details of this money and why you need it and how you hope to get it, let me ask you, if you're on ground across Nigeria, what's accessibility like for you to these flood areas? We're told that the entire 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory have been affected. So what has accessibility been like for you, and what have you seen on ground?
Thank you so much for that question. The Nigerian Red Cross was established by an Act of Parliament in 1960, and because of that, we have our presence in all the 36 states and the FCT, and the 774 local government areas. So even if a particular location is cut off, the Red Cross volunteers and members who are there send us a report of what they have assessed. So we have done a basic assessment in all the states, and we all know that some states are more affected than others. For instance, Kogi, Bayelsa, Jigawa, Cross River, Delta, Anambra, and so on. And our volunteers were there from the beginning. They did a lot of search and rescue, working with state emergency management agencies and other rescue operators who were on ground. At a point, our volunteers in Kogi State, what did they do? They wore their beeps like this and went on the road that was already flooded, and they were marking out the road to differentiate where vehicles should pass and where they should not go into, so that they don't fall into gullies or rivers that are already flooded.
That's a very scary situation, no doubt, and really commendable on your part. Tell us more about this appeal for about 10 billion naira. We hear about 13 million euros. And how do you hope to get these funds? Into which area specifically will these funds go into when you do get it? Well,
it's normal for Red Cross National Society like the Nigerian Red Cross to raise an appeal when there is a problem of this nature. For us in the Nigerian Red Cross, this has surpassed our resources, and therefore we appeal to our movement partners. When